morning. Freaking frack in the house. Thanks for stopping in. Warming up the water right now. Boiling it. It's just this right here. And yep, today we're going to talk about Black Cat coffee. So the first one I got here is Brazil Cerrado. And so Black Cat Coffee is out of Titusville, Florida, along Space Coast. And what's up, Brad? Bob and Terry were very nice and sent me a couple bags of coffee from them to give them a try. So I'm really excited to talk about them today. Greatly appreciate Bob and Terry giving me the coffee. And they have a vested interest in this one, so that's cool. But yeah, so first we're going to try the Brazil Cerrado. And I've already ground the coffee, so here is 31 grams of dark roast coffee. I got the water ready. So let's brew a cup. Just gonna wet the filter real quick here. All right. So like I said, 31 grams of coffee and 473 grams of hot water. So there's the coffee. We're gonna first bloom it. Get all those air bubbles out of there. I need like an overhead camera to show you, but so what's everyone drinking? Oh, thanks. Appreciate that. I don't do anything special. It's just the, I'm using a Mac computer with the Mac built-in video and a microphone. All right, so that is bloom. So you see there's a little bit that comes down from the bloom. And then you just want to slowly add the water for this pour over. So the Brazil Cerrado, this coffee has notes of cocoa and walnut, and it's a low acidity level. And in contrast, the other coffee I'm going to be drinking is a higher acidity level. Now, acidity is not a bad thing in coffee. It's not a way to describe like a bad taste. It's just how those flavors come into action. as this is brewing, we're going to kind of take a look at the web page real quick here. So like I said, Black Cat is out of Titusville, and it's actually a cafe and roastery. So you can actually go there and get very fresh roasted coffee. So you can see some pictures of the cafe here. And let's take a look at their coffee beans here. Wide selection. The one that we're drinking right now is this one, the Brazil Cerrado. And it's $18.99, but this is a pound of coffee. Generally, most coffee companies will give you 12 ounces for about $16.99. For $18.99, you're getting a pound. So I think it's a really good deal. And they could probably do that because they roast the beans right there, right at their shop, and package it. So cost is, so this is interesting. You can change the roast from light, medium, or dark of each one that you're purchasing. So it's really cool. And you can order it to pick up or ship. And not much of a description here, just notes of cocoa and walnut, low acidity. They have a lot of different flavors here, some organic beans. They have a decaf. Tons of different flavors here. Here's a customer favorite, rocket fuel. Not much of a description there, but I wonder if there's higher caffeine. Probably. What's up, Jacob? Thanks for stopping in. Yeah, black coffee for me, always. Yep, me too. What's up, Jacob? So this is almost done brewing. And we will get the next pot boiling. So when you're doing pour over coffee, you want to get the best taste. You should weigh your water and your coffee beans. So I just have this simple scale I bought at Walmart. I think it was $10. And you can put something on there, zero it out to 0, and then pour in your water. Like I said, we're using a ratio of 1:16, so it's 31 grams of coffee and then 473 grams of water. And I have this electric burner. I can set the exact temperature of what I need it at. And it will hold it at that temperature as well. And this pour over is almost done for the first coffee, the Brazil Cerrado. That's right, Jacob. That would be because of the proximity to the Space Center. Yeah, so the Space Coast. And even on their website, they could say, enjoy a cup of coffee. You might even see a launch. So that, look at that. That is beautiful. Beautiful. So here's a box that it came in. Here are the old grounds. And let's take a look at the coffee. Definitely get the nutty flavor right away, or the nutty aroma. It's pretty dark. I think Cerrado, if I'm correct, means dense or thick. I got a little bit left over, so poured in here. This is a Bearded Respect cup. I'll drink that later. Get ready for the next brew. Big Stu, what's up? Thanks for stopping in. Let's get my next filter ready. Filter. Need to give this a couple minutes before I taste it. Clear cup, yeah, this is a gift from Johnny's Beard. He gave me 2 clear cups along with a bunch of coffee and a carafe and some chocolates. Everything tastes better out of a glass, though. My glass of water. And this is a Grateful Dead glass. I've had this forever. What's everyone drinking this morning? I'm willing to bet Jacob is drinking Sparkies. And Jacob, as soon as you're ready, I will send you out that bag of coffee from Fusion. And I also need to get with you about a gift card that I won from your shop. I'm really excited about. I know exactly what I want. So as we're letting this Brazil Cerrado cool, I'm going to start brewing my next one, which is Nicaragua Paraiso. And this one is a milk chocolate, caramel, and plum, above average acidity and sweetness. There's a good look at that. And we're going to let this bloom. Like I said, it'd be cool if I had an overhead camera. That's something I got to work on. I really don't want to tip too much to ruin the blooming process. Beakers and Bunsen burner. No, this is actually my bar. Chris, you're drinking Dunkin' s'mores flavored. Yeah. Oh yeah. Big deadhead. And thanks, Jacob. Now everyone knows your address. All right, so let's take. One thing about the pour over is I really don't want to allow too much time to pass. I really need to multitask here. Like I said, right now we're brewing the Nicaragua Paraiso. I think means paradise. And I'm about to taste test the Brazil Cerrado, which is a walnut and cocoa flavor. Definitely get the nutty smell right away. Yeah, definitely. It's kind of like a dark chocolate taste. I definitely get the walnut. It's dark roast. This tastes really good. Bustelo K-Cup. Cool. I actually have some Bustelo here. I still need to review. This was a gift from Johnny's Beard. All right, so this next one should be done brewing in a couple minutes. Yeah, this is easy to drink. It's not burnt. It is I guess more of a, I don't want to say, like you could kind of feel the film develop on your tongue from the coffee. And you get that sometimes with dark roast. And I think maybe even lower acidity coffees, you kind of get that as well. That's something I need to do more research, is the acidity of coffees, because it's not necessarily, I mean, it is an acid level, but it has more to do with the taste, and not in a bad way. Yeah, I almost get like it kind of makes me think of a chocolate chip cookie with walnuts in it. Like it has that semi-sweet chocolate taste and walnut taste. Yeah, so this again is the Brazil Cerrado. From Black Hat Coffee. And let me share their cafe again, because it's pretty cool, I think. It's an actual cafe that you can go to, as you can see here, and they'll make the coffee right on the spot, and they roast the coffee there as well. The bags are 1 pound, which is really cool. And their coffee beans, which I thought was really cool, is you can change the roast of each one of these. So here's the Brazil Cerrado. It's $18.99 for a pound. And you can select drip, or ground coffee with the drip, espresso, or French press, or whole bean, and light, medium, or dark roast. I don't think I've seen this before. Like maybe a couple coffee companies, but usually they already have like, this is your dark roast, this is your light roast. You can choose to pick up or ship. And they do have an IG account and a Facebook. Let's show the Facebook real quick here. I think they're probably more active on the Facebook than the IG. Here is their Facebook, the cat in the window, and they post pretty regular. Well, it's been a week since I posted, but here's like a little picture of their shop menu board. So pretty cool. So I'm wondering, Bob and Terry, have you been to the shop? Well, I know you've been to it or you've ordered from it. So I'm wondering if you have been there. All right, so let's get to the next flavor. This is Nicaraguan coffee. Trying to clear the taste from the previous coffee. And this is the Nicaragua Paraiso dark roast with above average acidity and sweetness. And right on the back of these packages, you can see it was roasted by Black Cat Coffee in Titusville. And I did not see a roast date. However, on their webpage, they roast it. Once you place an order, it's roasted within, or they roast it and then send it out within 48 hours. So, and generally, I think you want to, once it's roasted, you want to wait about a week before you start using the coffee to allow time for the natural gases to escape. So right away, this looks like a little bit lighter in color. I know you probably can't tell too much on the screen, but to me, it's kind of got more of an amber, dark amber color. And with this, I do smell like a nutty tone. This is milk chocolate caramel plum. Not smelling any of those quite yet. But we'll see how it tastes in a minute here. What's up, Jay Cruz? What are you drinking today? So milk chocolate caramel and plum. With above average acidity and sweetness. I got to resist myself from drinking the other cup of coffee here while my taste buds recover as I let this one cool. Jay Cruz, what are you drinking this morning? Bob and Terry have not been there yet. We needed a taste tester first. Once we fished up there for years, Franklin and Oil City. I'm coming back. Oh, Stu, I think you're talking about Titusville, Pennsylvania. And this is actually Titusville, Florida that we're talking about. But yeah, I know Titusville, Pennsylvania as well. Yeah, Black Cat is out of Titusville, Florida. I didn't say Pennsylvania, did I, when I was first talking? I don't think I did, but That is still cooling down a little bit. The water is at 205 degrees um, when I brew it. I go a little bit higher because of the altitude. Generally want it between 195 and 205. So I'm looking for is milk chocolate, caramel, and plum. I kind of get a taste of the caramel. Maybe some fruitiness. Not really getting the milk chocolate yet. I'll let that cool a little bit more. The temperature of the coffee also kind of influences taste as well. Let's kind of take a look at their webpage again. Let's see. And again, this is that's the Brazil. Let's go back to the Nicaragua. And on here, it just says notes of milk chocolate, caramel, and plum, above average acidity and sweetness. And let's take a look at their merch. Just a cup. You can buy a tumbler, but I think in the store you could buy a lot more. And I bet if you message them, you could probably get like a t-shirt or something if you wanted to order that. Look at this, Alley Cat Espresso. I think they could do a little bit more description on their website. I think that would be better. But I'm willing to bet more of their sales are probably like coming into the shop. And then they kind of just offer this on the side. Let's see if I can find there's some espresso being made. I wonder if they have cats in the cafe. I've seen that before. I've seen shops, even here in Cheyenne, they have like a cat cafe, but it's more about you go there to adopt a cat, and they have like a coffee there, like a coffee shop, so you can kind of get to know the cat first. The Black Cat Cafe is a small batch craft coffee cafe and roastery in Florida's Space Coast. It's a great place to grab a cup of coffee or take home a bag. We have the freshest coffees in Titusville and the friendliest baristas. While visiting Black Cat Coffee, you might be lucky enough to watch a rocket launch from Kennedy Space Center. Come visit us soon. And here's their hours. Monday, they're open every day of the week, it looks like. And then here's their specials. There's their coffee menu. They have Lotus Energy refreshers. So Bob and Terry, I would check it out, I think. So yeah, temp is definitely a big influence. I've had coffee that tastes horrible hot, but frequent amazing cold. Yeah, definitely. All right, so let's get a better taste of this Nicaragua Paraiso. Okay, so I'm starting to get more of a chocolate taste. I do kind of get that scent or that little bit of taste of plum at the end of it. Not as filmy as the Brazil coffee that I tried earlier on the tongue. So I think that has something to do with the acidity. This feels like it's more caffeinated in some way. I don't know if you could feel well, you can feel caffeine, but I think just the way it kind of hits the taste buds, it kind of just feels a little bit different. Yeah, I don't know. This one's just a little bit more bland, I would say. The Nicaragua Paraiso. To me, I think I enjoyed the Brazil Cerrado even more. Um, I mean, they're both good. There's nothing wrong with this one. It's just not as flavorful. I do prefer nutty over fruity, and that could be an influence here. And I also prefer dark chocolate over milk chocolate. The milk chocolate's kind of weak in this one, to me. Let me cleanse my mouth again. Recently I saw an ad on Instagram. There's like this institute you can go to learn how to smell and taste coffee. That might be a place maybe when I retire, I can do. Yeah, this one's just kind of like average, I would say. So that's the Nicaragua Paraiso. I'd say average. I mean, it's not bad. It's okay. I would pick this one over that one, the Brazil Cerrado. This one is darker, I would say, fuller, nutty, kind of like a dark chocolate, semi-sweet chocolate kind of taste. Definitely more of a dark roast. What I would identify as a dark roast is Brazil Cerrado. This one's kind of more of a medium roast, I think. It is a dark roast, but it's at least labeled dark roast. But like I said, you can kind of feel the caffeine. So I think it's more of like a medium roast. It is lighter in color. There's a little bit of amber in it. Whereas this one it's black. Brazil, black. Nicaragua, a little bit amber. I know you can't tell looking on the screen here, but from 2 inches away, I can. But yeah, so that's Black Cat Coffee. Bob and Terry, greatly appreciate you sending me this coffee. It was amazing, unexpected. Funny story, a couple weeks after I got this coffee from Bob and Terry, I got another box from Black Cat Coffee, and it had my address on it, but someone else's name. And so I was like, what is this? Did someone else send me coffee or Black Cat? But then when I realized it was a different name, I contacted Black Cat and I was like, hey, I got this box. Did someone order me coffee, or did you guys make a mistake in shipping? And it turned out that they mistakenly somehow put my address on the box with someone else's name on it. It was intended to go to someone else, but they said just keep it. I can't remember. It was 2 bags of coffee. One was a decaf, which I haven't tried yet, and then the other one, I think it was just. Let me take a look at their website here. The other one was actually pretty good, but I finished it off. I probably should have done a review on it as well. But it was really good. Let me share what it is. Oops. It's not the right screen. There we go. It's called Best Bean Blend. And it was dark chocolate, cocoa, and walnut, which I like. But it was actually pretty good. I finished it right up. But that was just like a happy accident. So this is another one that I would also order, best bean blend. And so I imagine there's probably a mixture of South African beans in there. Usually that's when, I don't know, I could be wrong, but they don't really explain what makes it a best bean blend. But that was like a nice accident that happened. All right. So, does anyone have any questions about Black Cat? Like I said, I do recommend them, Bob and Terry. Go ahead, go down the street and check them out. Maybe when there's a planned space launch, you can sit out on a table outside and drink some coffee. But again, I really appreciate you sending me this coffee for me to do a taste test. Yeah, feel free to send me coffee to taste test for you. I'm still drinking this Nicaragua one. I'm trying to make sure I get all the taste out of it. And if anything, I think it's just more fruity and a little bit nutty. It's kind of a mixture. But I prefer the Brazil Cerrado. Launches all the time here now. Yeah, cool story. I was in Daytona Beach last November for the Nationals Beard Mustache championships. And the night prior to the event, there was we had like a smaller beard competition on the rooftop of, I think it was Joe's Crab Shack. And during the event, there was a SpaceX launch, and it was at night. So it was I think it was like 10 at night. And so we stopped the event so that we can watch it. And they blasted Elton John, Rocket Man as it was going up. It was awesome, but we could see it clearly. Like we could see the glow of the space shuttle. It was really cool to watch. That was the first live launching I've ever seen. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, I would, if you're going there, if you like dark roast, I would recommend the Brazil Cerrado or the Best Bean. If you want more of like a medium fruity, I would say Nicaragua Paraiso. But they have 30 different flavors on there, so there's definitely something there you can find that you would like. Friend of mine, fruity and a bit nutty, yeah. 45 minutes south of Daytona. Yep. What's up, Ellie? All right, everyone. Jacob, if you're still in here, I know exactly what I want to order from you, but I will definitely order that fusion coffee to be sent out to you, the Italian roast. Great coffee. If you guys want to purchase any fusion coffee, you can use the code brewer10 and it'll save you 10%. But thanks for everyone stopping in to watch. Thank you for everyone that's going to watch the restream. I'm going to be out of the country for a few weeks. When I get back, hopefully I can get to reviewing more coffee. So take care, everyone.